Before you go and purchase one of those cards that are released today in Project 70, remember this one thing. I warned you not to do it. Go back to my Monday night video if you've not watched it, watch it, and then put your pertinent guess in the comments. The person nearest without going over will win that card for you from me. Welcome back to my channel, which is the home of Project 70 here on YouTube. My name is Chris, otherwise known on Twitter and Instagram is at CRT_sportscards. And the website that you want to go to for everything related to Project 70, it is my website, CRTsportscards.com. But as we now end another week in Project 70, of course, there was not a show last night, and tonight's show is going to be a little bit different, and it's for one simple reason. Over the past couple of days, as I've tried to get ready for my upcoming trip next week, I have had very, very little time to look at the cards. I did see the cards today on the website. Yesterday's cards, I didn't see them until around 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So it's been very, very busy around here. But I did want to get a show out tonight. A little quick hitter here to kind of talk about one card that you probably should not buy because of what we saw last year in Project 2020. I also wanted to congratulate the Monday print run winner for that, Vlad Jr., and then give away the card that stood out to me the most from the Friday releases. So now starting from the top here, those Monday print runs, I will tell you, I was surprised at just how low that Vlad Jr. and Vlad Sr. card was. Just 1,071 copies were sold. That was the lowest print run on the Monday cards. But congrats here to John055 NBA, a repeat winner, I believe from last year's contest also around Project 2020 cards. His guest 1022 was the nearest one to the actual print run. There were so many of you over that number, and just like me, I would have guessed over the number of 1071. But John, congrats on winning that card free for me. And then on the other three cards that released on Monday, that Mike Trout, that is now the third straight Mike Trout in the set under 2,000. This one by King Saladin is also now the lowest printed Mike Trout card in the set. 1,753. So we will see how low will Mike Trout go, or is this the new bottom for Mike Trout? Now the other two numbers from the Monday cards, that Ken Griffey Jr. by Morning Breath, very, very nice here, 1,398. And then the one that surprised me the most, coming in over 1,000 and actually over 1.1K, was that Hank Aaron by Risk. I figured that card of any of the four was easily going to fall under 1,000, but no, Hank Aaron with Risk was a very, very nice run at 1,128. But now as we move our focus to the Friday cards, I'm completely skipping the Thursday cards. One of the cards that released yesterday, I am not a fan at all. Actually, a couple of them, I'm not a big fan of them at all. So take it for what it's worth when it comes to all of the Thursday cards. Talking specifically about the Friday card, one of the four stood out to me immediately when I saw it this morning, and that's the one I want to give away for free. But the other one, though, that stood out to me is the reason why I pulled a card out from the archives of Project 2020 to give you a little bit of a buyer beware, because we saw this happen last year, and I want to make sure everyone knows what they're getting into with this particular card. So here it is. The card I talk about all the time on this channel, card number 73, Don C's Frank Thomas from Project 2020. This was a card that was gold that we all thought was going to be amazing when it came out printed, but no, this card is as flat as can be. There is no thrills to this card at all. And now we have it again. We have his recent release with Satchel Paige. Now, it does look a little glossier, but here it is again. Buyer beware. This card, when it comes out, it's probably going to be very, very flat. But now look, if you're a Satchel Paige fan or you're a Don C fan, pick up this card. You're going to like it for your collection. But if you're thinking about buying this card because you think it's going to look good because of the gold, because it may be shiny, you're going to be very, very disappointed. Maybe now it'll look good in a foil. None of the Project 2020 cards until the very end were in a foil variation, so maybe there is some redemption for that card in the foil. But from a base card perspective, buyer beware. Go back to that card from Project 2020, take a look at it, because that's exactly what that Satchel Paige will look like when you get it in the mail in a few short weeks. But now for the card that really caught my eye almost instantaneously this morning when I was on the Topps website. It is that 1989 Topps Ozzy Smith by Andrew Thiel. Now, you can debate whether or not that really is 1989 Topps. I'm not so sure at the moment, but But when you take a look at all 4 cards of the day, that one for me is the clear winner of the day. It's actually a true masterpiece in my opinion. And going back to something I say all the time about Andrew Thiel's work, that card as a print will be magnificent on someone's wall. So maybe we'll get it as a print in the future. But what I want to do right now today is give that card away for free. So 2 things here. Number 1, hit that subscribe button. But number 2, in the comments below, leave your print run guess for this card. The person nearest the print run without going over will win that card free from me. This will also conclude your Friday night daily download for Topps Project 70. Also, don't forget, I will be gone all next week. Unless something drastic changes, I will not be releasing an episode next week, but I'll be back the following Monday where we'll catch back up with this deck. You will only miss me for 20 cards. We still have 1,000 to talk about. So see you guys here soon, and best of luck winning that Ozzy Smith free from me.